So, of course, it is way too early to be predicting the 2025 Royal Rumble, but that's why we're doing it before it makes sense, and I am going to go through every single competitor and let you know what I think the fields are going to be. Then we can revisit in a month and realize that I'm stupid. So, we shall start with the Women's Royal Rumble that's going down early February. How crazy is that? Royal Rumble in February. Some of these are obviously going to look back on and go, how did I forget this person? That's half the fun. You get mad at me in the comments. Make sure you subscribe. grillermind.com/Simon, get 10% off and all of that jazz. So, the first person in, I think, is going to be Io Sky. Now, originally, I had Rhea Ripley there, but I've decided that I think Rhea Ripley is going to be the champion by the time the Royal Rumble comes around. So, we're making some bold predictions. So, Io Sky comes out, and the reason Io Sky comes out is because, of course, she's involved in a little bit of a feud with Liv Morgan, meaning number 2 is going to be Raquel Rodriguez, and Io Sky is going to whip her ass, because on the pecking order, Io Sky is higher, then who comes in at number 3? It will be Liv Morgan. So we've continued on those stories, which WWE likes to do. Then number 4 can be Naomi, and you want to know why number 4 is going to be Naomi? Because number 5 is going to be Bayley, because I've decided... So dumb. By the Royal Rumble, Naomi's going to turn heel and she's going to be feuding with Bayley. I know. I think Naomi is going to be the person who took out Jade Cargill, not for dinner. I'm talking about that smash into a car. So I admit that's a crazy sort of first 5, but you wait until we get my last 3. The way I'm looking at it is, if we're going to fantasy book here, which is essentially what we're doing, one, let's have some fun with it, but also all of this could happen, right? It's not like we have to move to the Phantom Zone. And I think if WWE wants to have a little bit more of a risk, because sometimes they can play it a bit safe with the Royal Rumble, this is what they should do. So number 6 will be Zoe Stark. You know that I like Zoe Stark, but she's not going to do much at the moment. I mean, the Pure Fusion Collective can't get on TV. However, at number 7, move in Shayna Baszler, because they're like a mini tag team. They can clear the field a little bit. And the number 8 can be Lyra Valkyria, just because Lyra Valkyria will have to be in the Royal Rumble. It's a shame that Lyra Valkyria has not had the best 2024, but let's fix that in 2025. Now, number 9 is Chelsea Green. I think Chelsea Green will be the US champion by this point, but I'm not 100% sure. And while I do not want the person that wins those belts to be in the Rumble, because I think it negates the titles instantly, you can make an exception with Chelsea Green, because she's always funny, and she's always entertaining, and that's why I want her in the Rumble. And then because we will have some bodies to get thrown out there, and because we get into the first double number, and 10's always a big figure, if she is good to go, who knows what the deal is with her injury, but if Jade Cargill could come back then, that would be great, and Naomi should have been being a right dickhead at this point, and Jade Cargill can throw her out, or they can eliminate each other. We lay those seeds for what could be a WrestleMania match, if that is what we're going to do, and if not, listen, there's a bunch of women that I have had to leave out here, which is cool. I'm really happy the division is head in this division, but there's many people that can go in there. Direction. I meant direction. Number 11 will be Sonya Deville, because that way, if the Pure Fusion Collector are in there, you can tell a little bit of a story, but they won't last long. When we should get to another return, now, of course, we would separate these. This is me going with the assumption that Jade Cargill is not able to come back, and out comes Carmella. Now, I don't know what the deal with Carmella is. I just think if she is ready to go, this should be the Royal Rumble that we talk about for years, when I bring back around about 74 people. Now, of course, health and happiness is way more important than all of this, but again, if she is cleared, I think she'd get a great pop, and it would be exciting. It would add to the surprise element. And then I bring in Natalya at 13, because I think Carmella and Natalya may have had some beef. Now, that may have happened in 1972, but WWE has been very good at winking, nudging to the past, so we should do that. Blair Davenport can come in at number 14. Let her eliminate someone, for goodness sake. Again, not been the best at NXT call-up. Then in number 15, someone that can clear house. I still think we would do this even if she did go down to NXT. It's Jordynne Grace, is what I'm going to tell you. I like it when we get to the big numbers halfway through the Rumble and you have a surprise. I think she'll be in it because, again, I haven't actually got any other NXT people in this. So that's a change that you could make, because then those two can have a fight. And then it doesn't matter that they haven't. I don't want to put Roxanne Perez in it if she's not going to win it, because I think what's the point? But if Roxanne Perez is in it and she falls out with Jordynne Grace and that develops an NXT, that's good storytelling. So you can move that around. But I think even if Jordynne Grace has the NXT run, she'll be put in here. 16 can be B-Fab. Let B-Fab eliminate some people again. I think we've proven the last few weeks we have something there. 17 can be Candice LeRae, again being pushed to be involved. Same with 18, Meechin. Same with 19, Piper Niven. Then number 20, in can come Bianca Belair. Now, Bianca Belair may have beef with Bayley. Bianca Belair may have beef with Naomi too, because she took out a tag team partner. So if those guys are still involved, not only will we have some Iron Women, but Bianca Belair can clear house too, and she's great, and then hopefully we can push her as a single star. Number 21, I have another comeback, because again, let's have some fun. Now, I put Alexa Bliss here, just because they have been teasing it. If Alexa Bliss can come back to feud with Bianca Belair, I just think that's a good match. I don't know why, it just came into my head. I would bring her back as the old Alexa Bliss and not the white 6 Alexa Alexa Bliss. Just because I think the Wyatt Six are established, you don't need to do that, but whatever is fine. She was good at both. But I do that, get a nice big pop. Number 22 would be Zelina Vega, because again, someone needs to be in it. If she has not cashed in her Money in the Bank briefcase, which I actually don't think she's going to, Tiffany Stratton can come in at number 23, because in number 24, I have Mickie James, because it does seem like we're going to do a Mickie James Hall in deck. There's a lot of noise that she could be. Is she in the Hall of Fame? I don't think she is. She should be. So I would bring back Mickie James, because I just think that would rule as well. And I think Tiffany Stratton versus Mickie James is a good match down the line. But you know what a better match is? In at number 25, to get the mega pop and to get nerds like me super excited, Trish Stratus comes back too. And then at WrestleMania, I mean it, I would do Tiffany Stratton versus Mickie James versus Trish Stratus. Now, that is obviously dependent on getting the Money in the Bank stuff sorted out beforehand, but I'm going in big here, and I just think Mickie James coming out to Mega Pop and then Trish Stratus coming out to Mega Pop, given their history, that's good times, man, and I want good times. Ivy Nile could come out at 26, because somebody needs to be there. 27 can be Kairi Sane, and the reason Kairi Sane is number 27 is now we get into the big three, right? I want to end this Rumble, I want people talking about it till the cows come home. I want to book this like we're on Reddit, because 28, Asuka makes her return, if she's good to go. Again, we can sub somebody else in. And then 29, Charlotte Flair makes her return, because the reason you put her at 29 is you're like, well, wait a minute, we haven't seen Charlotte Flair for hundreds of years, so who the hell's going to be number 30? And this is when we break everyone, because who walks in? Becky damn Lynch. That's right. Now, you can separate these two. One can be on Raw, one can be on SmackDown. But that stare down, well, between all three of them, to be completely honest, Asuka, Charlotte Flair, and Becky Lynch, you're going to break the internet, you're going to smash social media numbers, and if they're all good to go, just do it. Because WWE is actually very good and says they will be patient, and one person will be there, and one person will be here. But I just think we need a statement Royal Rumble. I don't know why. I think we've got the US title and the IC title, and we have all these people coming back. I mean, arguably, they should probably hold off one till WrestleMania or to a Raw, because why give everything away? But I just think 28, 29, 30 being Asuka, Charlotte Flair, and Becky Lynch would be the best thing ever. And if I was going to pick a winner right now, and this is the field, obviously we're making it up here, I would imagine either Charlotte or Becky probably gets the win, because then you plant those seeds for eventually another match between them down the line. It's of course going to happen as long as they do want to work with each other. So that's totally crazy. Make sure you tell me what you think. When we move on to the men's, I'm quite confident with my 1 and 2. I think 1 should be Kevin Owens, and I think 2 should be Sami Zayn, because I don't know whether we're going to go back to that feud, but it's just Kevin Owens being a super heel and Sami Zayn being a super babyface. There's just something to that, and it would get me excited, and I want to cheer, and I want to get excited about the early part of the men's Royal Rumble. I would then kind of be a bit lame, but a bit funny, but I like this stuff, because 3 and 4 should be Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins, because then maybe Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn kind of feel like they have to team up, because Montez and Angelo have had a more heelish side, so maybe they're like, we don't care. I don't know. That's a difficult thing to pull off. That popped into my brain, I thought we should do it. Number 5, obviously put Jey Uso in there, because then you got this tag team love triangle, which doesn't make any sense. And then, of course, who should come in at number 6? Drew McIntyre, because he hates Sami Zayn, he hates Jey Uso. He could actually take both of them out, and you could even have a moment between him and Kevin Owens. I think he hates Kevin Owens too, but maybe they can get on the same page, because they are the haters of the year, even in 2025, because they speak the truth, even though they're bad guys. I think that's brilliant to put myself over. And then at number 7, I'd have a big return, if he's good to go, which would be AJ Styles, and that's because in at number 8 you can put Carmelo Hayes in there. That's the last match they had, right? And Carmelo Hayes kind of took, what's the word I'm looking for, credit for it, and you can actually build that to a WrestleMania match. I don't mind it. Carmelo Hayes deserves big positions. AJ Styles, one of the best of all time. It's just a nice, I don't like calling things a mid-card feud, because you could say that New Day thing was a mid-card thing, but it did incredible numbers, so take it how you wish. In at 9 I would put Damian Priest, because it's a big deal, and I would have him do it's not really an Iron Man stretch if you're coming at number 9, but he should be in it a long old time. I don't think he's going to win, although I wouldn't mind it. Big fan of Damian Priest. Number 10, I put Ludwig Kaiser in there, again, so he can get plenty of time, because he's a guy we want to build in 2025. Have not put Bron Breakker in the Rumble, because I'm kind of leaning on my own preferences here. If you're the IC champion, you should just want to be the IC champion, but I bet Bron Breakker will probably be in it. Number 11 will be another return, Logan Paul. He's going to be in the Rumble. Who will he fight at WrestleMania this year? It could even be a Bron Breakker, which would be fun because Bron Breakker can kill him, but I think that will happen. And then, this is what I want to do. It's a little bit of a stretch, and I need to see what's going to happen with these tag team titles. So I'm kind of doing this sort of early December when I don't have all the information, but again, it doesn't make sense. I'd have Kofi Kingston at 12, and then Eric of the War Raiders in at 13, Ivar of the War Raiders in at 14, and then at 16, I would bring in Xavier Woods, and I would have the New Day do something so dastardly to get rid of these two, like so underhanded. Maybe Kofi pretends he's going to do his, I'm not going to fall on both my feet, but then kick somebody right in the dick. And then, because I was just trying to think, who was a good guy tag team that you could also sort of wind up that would want revenge, and you could do something with it. And there's probably a better one. Maybe you could do something with R-Truth, but I got something with R-Truth later. And then once you've kind of done that and you've probably eliminated a few people, in at number 16, this is a big deal because it's like returning to the Royal Rumble. Roman Reigns should be in the Rumble. There is no reason why Roman Reigns shouldn't be in the Rumble. And right after that, at 17, I would put Solo Sikoa in there. Just tell the story. Just tell the story. Those two do not need to be in it for a long time. I don't know when they're going to do the singles match, but I do have Jacob Fatu coming in at 20 to jump forward. So basically 18 Austin Theory, 19 Chad Gable. Let Chad Gable suplex some people. And then maybe, again, it all depends if Roman has beaten Solo, and if we won't have done the Jacob Fatu match by this point. But I think you can have Solo and Jacob come together to eliminate Roman Reigns. Because I think in the singles matches, be it right or wrong, Roman Reigns will win both of them. So you have to give the other two as much as possible. I don't know. Something I've got thing there. Number 21, throw in Randy Orton, because you need a super big name as we do get into the final 10. Number 22, Dominic Mysterio, because it'll get a big pop. People are like, oh my gosh. And of course, Dominic's going to need a friend because he's a piece of trash. So 23 can be Carlito. 24, Grayson Waller. There may be someone else that could go there. I haven't got Matt Cardona in this, and I would like to see him at the Royal Rumble. So that could be a Matt Cardona spot. I just think I have so many returns in a minute. That may be too much. Number 25, Jimmy Uso. Hopefully Jey Uso will also have an Iron Man run and he can come in and help his brother for a while. When you get to number 26 and we start swinging big, John Cena comes out in the Royal Rumble. He could win it as far as I'm concerned. But then, because we don't know what matches we're going to get throughout the year, let's use the field as we know it. Let's use the system. Number 27 should be CM Punk. Make sure everybody clears the ring. Not eliminated, but there's a big gap in the middle. CM Punk shine. Everyone gets a shine, right, when they get in the ring. Clothesline, go over to a corner, get beaten up for a while. Just let them look at each other. And it will be wonderful. And it'll be one of the best moments of the year. And then it throws some punches. Or, in at number 28 comes Seth Rollins. And maybe he goes after Punk and he takes our John Cena moment away. I think that would be awesome for the Seth Rollins character. Then you put in R-Truth at number 29, because then he can do his fun stuff with Cena, his childhood hero, even though he's older. At number 30, I think it all depends on what report you want to believe. If The Rock is not doing WrestleMania, then I think Joe Hendry will come in at number 30. I don't think he'll last long. I don't think it will matter. He will re-break the internet. He'll get a massive pop, and that could even be the opening for his long run at NXT or WWE. And more power to him. Joe Hendry works really hard. However, if The Rock can come back, I think that'd be the only thing to stop Joe Hendry being in it. Although he could come out early on, which would still be totally cool, and I would love it personally. But I predicted it, so I've got to stick with it in my predictions video that we did a couple of weeks ago. The Rock will be number 30, and I think The Rock will win. I do, and I don't mind that at all, because I think it would send people crazy, and it's a really easy way to set up Cody versus The Rock, and The Rock doesn't have to be on TV every week, so it'd be fine, especially because WWE's doing their big European tour. Shout out to the person in my DMs that said that's why Dwayne Johnson isn't coming back. He can't possibly make it to Europe. Of course not. He never flies there on his private jet. So if it's not The Rock, I think John Cena could win the Royal Rumble. Looking at this, I also wouldn't mind CM Punk, but I think you can just have Seth Rollins screw him over, and that would be wonderful. And I'm not massively against Roman Reigns winning it, to be honest, because he's so over, people love him, and it's been so long since he's been in a Royal Rumble. I think it could be quite exciting. But if it's not The Rock, I certainly would lean on John Cena. I think that'd be a wonderful moment, especially because I think if John Cena does have a title match at WrestleMania, he should lose. I think we should break some hearts. So that is what I'm going with. And now you'll be shouting, Simon, you forgot this person, and I will hate myself for doing it. But it's before it makes sense. So this is kind of the way that my heart is going. And like I say, we'll revisit it mid-January, a couple of weeks out, when we have a bit more information, and we will go the one that does make sense, and we can see how much they do marry up. But listen, this is a big old predictions list, so you have to make sure you go in the comments below and let me know your list. Just write them all out, man. I don't care. It'll be fun. Or if you want to pick some big returns, that's cool too. Please do interact with the video, like it, share it, subscribe to the video on the screen, which will be my big predictions for the entire year of 2025, and make sure the notification bell, especially if you're on mobile, so damn important. Otherwise, it is grillandmind.com/Simon. Please do go get your fitness supplements from here and use my code Simon, because I know they're good, and also it helps the channel out a little bit. You can also go to GoGo Fitness, use code Simon20. Come and support the channel at patreon.com/Simon316. More importantly, follow me on all social media, Simon316. Makes me feel good. Simon J. Miller on TikTok, Simon on Cameo, personalized voice or video message, I should say. And then it is prowrestlingtees.com/Simon Miller. But we are around about 2 months away from the Rumble, so I thought this was a good time to do it. And again, a couple of weeks out, we can revisit it again. It is the best event of the year, which is the main reason I'm doing this video, because I love it. See you soon.